I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a... for, and you go out and execute.
To throw it on first down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backward.
There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead to 7. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Dolphins grow their lead to 8. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Second down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Toss play, short side. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Third down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They'll try and throw it here. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And they continue to trail by 8.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
The Dolphins headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. They motion the tight end over. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Texans offense getting one final possession before halftime. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. And he hits the extra point. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 on the time, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We've reached halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs matching up against the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it your way, let's hand it back over to Kate Scott.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. He stopped on the return at the 27. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Another carry for him. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Texans are going to have the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Complete out to the right side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. He's going to throw this one. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, or not.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 16. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Dolphins ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. 4 of them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They've got a man in motion. From the 30 on 2nd down. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Sending a receiver left. A give now from the gun. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And this one doesn't go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. One of the tight ends motioning left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pass is caught at the 9. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Well, this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. And he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Chased out to his right. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Texans and this running back headed back out for a new series. In that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Option design here. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Throwing now from the gun. Complete out to the right. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Looking for a throw here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Dolphins get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Dolphins are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
3rd and long for him here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Texans grab it! Texans take a lead just before the end of the third. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference and pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Looking right, and he finds him. Decent gain here, but short of the first. So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Texans have possession, hoping to close out a win and advance in the postseason. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That is some old-school brutality. An offense close to a 1st down, a defense that knows there's a run headed right its way. In a battle of wills, the offense gets it done.
And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on it.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the well again. And second verse, same as the first. He's bottled up at the line of scrimmage. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's completed right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Dropping back to throw. He just throws this one away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertical.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky on number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they've made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I don't think I'm alone. I don't think I'm the only one thinking about that earlier missed kick as that one sailed through the uprights. Now it's incumbent upon this team to find yet another way to score.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. They did it! He made the interception! And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And he gets his own fumble, so the comeback hopes are still alive. But that clock keeps running. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot.
This time they're going to get get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. Fourth down, that much tougher.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
And get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. The Miami offense headed out there now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Motioning the tight end now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Dolphins trail by just 1. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Connects on the crosser. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Now to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Desperation time here on 4th. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. He's still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. Their defense held, clinging to the slimmest of leads, Brock, and now that lead entrusted to this offense, asking them to just run out that clock.
And now the last thing this offense wants to do, really the only thing it can't do, is make an unforced error and turn it over.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw it. Setting up the running back screen. And this is down all the way to the 3. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. you could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the Texans. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.